almost to the 38-yard line, so not an awful lot on first down, but a positive gain of about 4.
Pretty healthy gain right there for Carlos Gaines. Terry, what about Carlos running the football tonight?
Tommy, 12 carries, 39 yards for Carlos.
Tough sledding for Carlos tonight, but you got to take into account that Wilson Central defense has put a lot of men in the box. Here's Salas under center, gives to Gaines, finds a hole. He's across the 45, out close to the 48-yard line, so just as we bring up his name, he squirts through for another huge gain.
10 yards for the first down, and the sticks keep moving for the Blue Devils. Up front with the blocking for Lebanon, Reese White, Mathis, Tuggle, Allen across that front.
Well, here comes Salas back to the line. He'll stay under center. I formation. Benford, you're up back. Gaines deep. Maynard to the left. Crudup to the right. They'll give to Gaines across midfield. 45. All the way down to the Wilson Central 40. Wow.
12 yards on that carry. Tyler Walker at right guard with a good push. Tyler Walker, a beast in there for Lebanon. Let me check and make sure I've got that right. 6'1", 323 pounds, junior offensive lineman for Lebanon, and they got enough push up there to get Carlos to the next level, get him into those linebackers and pass that defensive front.
Here's Salas back under center. Maynard to the left, Crudup to the right. I formation. The give to Gaines at the 40, the 35, the 30, breaks a tackle. Kind of psyched himself out at about the 26 as he got bit by the turf monster that has apparently moved to the 25. And Gaines goes down at that point.
10, 12, and now 14 yards for Carlos Gaines on 3 consecutive carries. Bob, they got him a little bit of rest there in that on that last possession, and Carlos looks as fresh as he can be.
Tommy did, and he popped it out there at the end, and he made a lunge. He could have tried to get his balance but he is holding on to that football, Tommy, and protecting the football, which I like to see.
So 1st and 10 just outside the 25. Salas hands to Gaines again. Boy, he just squirts through a little seam on that right side as he works over there behind Tuggle and Mathis. And Dustin Allen also with a good block over there as they'll move it inside the 20, put it down just shy of the 19. 2nd down in about 4.
Terry, has Carlos carried every play in this drive?
Yes, he has, Tommy.
They're getting a dose of Carlos Gaines.
And Gaines remains into the game. Crudup split wide right. Maynard to the left. Salas under center. Benford the up back. And there's that workhorse again. He only gains about 1 that time as he'll just basically shove and push his way for about a yard. So that's going to bring up a big 3rd down for Lebanon right inside the 19. 13-7 your score with 7:53 to go here in the ball game. Tommy, this is a great drive for the Blue Devils.
Well, and Gaines is going to get out. They're going to get Maynard in at the tailback spot to give him a bit of a rest. Jacob Maynard goes to tailback. Crudup at wide receiver for the Blue Devils.
Tribble replaces Benford at fullback. Same formation, different players. Here's Salas under center. Gives to Maynard deep in the eye, and he's met right at the 20, at the 18, or they might give him the 17 with forward progress, but that'll bring up a 4th down. And that Central, Wildcat sidelines.
Central took it away. That's why they're wild. Central reached in there, and Brett Boucher took the football away from Maynard. Boucher has come away with the ball. There were some bean bags flying as they stood Maynard up, and Boucher got his hands in there and took it away. So that long drive for the Blue Devils goes for naught as Boucher strips the football out of Maynard's hands, and the Wildcats now in business with 7:22 to go in the game. 13-7 is the score.
So Scott will work with them spread out again. He'll have 3 wide to the left, 1 wide to the right. Lone back there with him is Hardy. Here's the snap, the handoff. No, he'll keep it himself. Work to the right side, across the 20, and brought down there by Calderon Williams. Boying close to piling on again as Blue Devils fall down on him after he's on the ground.
Cross with the tackle. Scott fakes the inside handoff and just keeps it himself. Nice gain on first down of about 6 yards.
So 2nd and 4 from the 24. As Wilson Central has a do-or-die drive ahead of them. A field goal won't do it with 6:47 and counting, trailing 13-7. Here's the snap, shotgun, get it out to the slot back. A great fake there. Oh, he almost lost it.
He did lose it.
He did, and Lebanon has it back. So the Blue Devils return the favor on defense. They'll take over at their own 31.
How about Sequoia Reeves? Pops that thing loose. Sequoia Reeves, we talked about him on the quarterback sack, and the little defensive end comes away with his second big play as Reeves gets the football away from, I believe that was Hardy out. Was that Hardy out in the pass route?
Thompson
out in the pass route, and he fumbled the football. Sequoia Reeves gets the takeaway, and Lebanon can take a deep breath right here. They take back over with 6:37 to go in the game.
So 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils just outside the 32. The give to the upback Tribble, and he bulls his way across the 30 all the way down to about the 28. So nothing but power football on that one as they just hand it to the upback and run it through the line. Here comes Benford back in, Tribble out. And Tommy, this is a huge drive for the Blue Devils as they need to run that clock. It's 6:08 and counting. Lebanon with a precarious 6-point lead, 13-7. They'll stick with that same formation. Maynard split wide left, Crudup right to the short field. Deep back is Gaines. Salas gives to Gaines. Oh, he's got a crease inside the 20 down to, well, let's see where the pile takes him to, down to about the 18. First down, Blue Devils.
Ladarian Hardy jumped on his back, and Carlos Gaines carried him for about 3.5 or 4 yards as Gaines just churning out that yardage on first down. What a machine. Terry, he may have doubled that yardage total since the last time we talked about it.
Tommy now 18 carries, 92 yards as Gaines approaches the 100-yard mark.
And most of it in that last drive, and he just tacks on more here. Here's Salas back under center. Gaines your deep back. Benford your up back. Salas on a rollout. Boy, and nothing but Wildcat shirts out that side. He manages to squirt his way forward and squeeze out about, well, I don't think he's going to get anything back. He might lose a yard.
Bootleg as they fake the ball inside to Carlos Gaines. Salas took it on a bootleg right, and it looked like 3 Wilson Central defenders were right there with him. Lebanon going unbalanced. Extra blocker on the right side.
So Salas in and Maynard is back in. They'll give to the up back. Boy, and that's Benford with a head of steam. Just mows them down all the way inside the 10. He's close to another first down, still 2 or 3 yards short. But great pickup on first down as that's just straight power football.
Running back to the weak side, Wilson Central overshifted to Lebanon's strength. Lebanon was unbalanced right. Central shifted that way. Lebanon came back with Benford running to the left, and he pops it for good yardage. 3rd down and about 2 to go now for the Blue Devils.
So great recovery from that previous loss on the first down play. Brings up 3rd and manageable, 3rd and 3. Salas under center. Gives to the up back Tribble. He's got some room, and he's close to the chains. I believe he's got it. If he's got the 5, no problem. First down and goal, Blue Devils.
Tribble just kept moving and churning and stomping in there. Lee jumped on the pile. Also for Wilson Central on that tackle, Newell and Atkins. But Cody Tribble with a first down yardage.
Tribble running downhill that interior line for Wilson Central. 190, 190, and 235 across the front. And Tribble's just mowing them down on that power run. Salas under center. Gives to Gaines, the deep back. Yeah, not much on that one as he moves it right up the gut. He'll work his way down to about the 2.5, so it'll be second and goal from that point.
Boucher met him in the hole, grabbed him about neck high and slung Carlos Gaines down, and Carlos comes out, may have twisted his ankle on that tackle by Boucher, so he comes to the sideline, as does Crudup. Lattimore is in, checks in as a tight end. He'll be eligible, number 57. He's not going out for a pass. Look for that big guy to be a run blocker. We've got Lattimore lined up at tight end on the left side.
So double tight end set, Taz White on the right, Lattimore on the left. Triple backfield, Tribble, Matthew Maynard and Jacob Maynard all in the same backfield. And Jacob, the deep back. Now Matthew goes in motion. They give to Jacob. He runs it in right in the middle of that line. He's close to the goal line, but I believe he's going to be about a half a yard short.
We don't run the clock from up here.
Lattimore just powered to knock McChurch to the ground. The clock's gone berserk. And Larry Tomlinson responding to the crowd that the clock controls are kept on the field, not up here in the press box, and he made that clear to everybody.
That's perfectly clear, didn't he?
Bob, I like that short yardage formation where you get Lattimore in there as an extra blocker. He's coming out now, but that gives you a little more beef up front. Bob, that clock's probably come unplugged over there, hasn't it?
I'd say that's what it is, Tommy. I tell you what, let me say this. You talked a while ago about Carlos Gaines. They're getting a steady dose of Carlos Gaines. That young man is 5'5", 172 pounds. I know we've talked about it before. He bench presses 315 pounds and squats 555.
Wow.
Now, I mean, he's built like a box car, but he runs like a stock car. And if you watch him run, and he's fresh in the fourth quarter like he is in the first.
And what's been amazing, Bob, 2,000 yards in a career for a Lebanon High tailback, and that in the last 20 years is almost unheard of. We've had a lot of tailbacks get beat up, and Carlos is just in great physical condition.
Well, if you see him, Tommy, I mean, if you see him they have him up here during winter workouts and spring practice, and, you know, you see him up here in a pair of shorts without a shirt on, and he's an Adonis. I mean, you can see every ab on him. He is just built like a little Hulk, and it shows by the way he runs football.
So Lebanon to the line. They'll go for it with Salas running the quarterback keeper, and he's in there. Salas scores for the Blue Devils. Touchdown, Lebanon, to go up 20-7. Then the flag comes flying in late, some kind of unsportsmanlike.
Salas takes it in for the touchdown. The mark-off apparently against the Wildcats. Head ball personal foul.
Wow.
That will be assessed on this play on the PAT. It's assessed on the next play. But Lebanon goes on top 19-7 with 2:28 to go in the football game. Bob Lee, you've got the call of this PAT attempt.
Tommy, they will take